Good morning, my dear students. Hope you all are fine at your place. So, today we will do exercise number 3.4. The learning objectives of this chapter is you will find out about highest common factor. You will learn about HCF, that is highest common factor. We will find two methods. We will come to know two methods to find highest common factor. First method is common division method. You will be able to find HCF by common division method. And the second method is continued division method. Got it? So, first of all, we should know what is HCF. HCF means highest common factor. HCF of two or more given numbers is the greatest number which divides all the given numbers exactly, leaving no remainder. Fine. So, the first question of exercise 3.4 is you have to find out the HCF by common division method, and first question is 16, 42 and 72. Fine. So what is the first thing you have to do? Arrange the given number like this. Fine. And divide the number by the lowest common prime number. So the lowest common prime number is 2. 2 8 are 16, 2 2 are 4, 2 1, 221 are 42 and 236 are 72. Now you will get 2 is the common prime number. So 2 is the highest common factor of 16, 42 and 72. And keep one thing in mind, you have to continue the process as long as numbers can be divided by common prime number. And the common factor of 16, 42 and 72 is 2. And common factor is the required HCF. Fine. So 2 is our HCF. Now come to the second method. Second method is to find the HCF by continued division method. So we will take first of all first example, first question, that is 60 and 95. Fine. So when we will find out the HCF by long division method, or you can say that continued division method, we divide the bigger number by the smaller number. Fine. So you put 95 inside and 60 outside, means 60 is the divisor and 95 is the dividend. So 61 are 60, so 35 here, and now this remainder becomes the divisor for the next step, and this divisor becomes the dividend. Put 60 here, then 35 1 are 35, so you will get 25. Put this 35 here as a dividend and 25 as a divisor, then 25 1 are 25, you will get 10. Put this 25 as a dividend and 10 as a divisor. 10 2 are 20, then 5. Put this 10 here, then 10 here, then 5 2 are 10. So now we get 0 in remainder. So 5 is the required highest common factor of 60 and 95. Fine. Let us take one more question of 3-digit D part. Question number 2, D part. The numbers are 575, 75 and 290. So here are three numbers. We have to take two numbers at a time. Suppose we took 290 and 75, and it's up to you. You can take 575 and 75 also, 575 and 290 also, it's up to you. I'm taking first of all this 290 and 75. So we have to keep bigger number inside the 290 divided by 75. 75 3 are 225. When you subtract this, then you get 65. Now 65 is the remainder, but for the next step, this becomes the divisor, and we will put this divisor here as dividend. The 65, 1 are 65, then subtract it, you get 10. Subtract it, you get 10. Now put 65 here, 10 6 are 60, you get 5 as a remainder. Now 5 becomes the divisor and 10 become the dividend for the next step. Then 5 2 are 10. Yes. Now we get the remainder 0. So when we multiply 5 with 2, we get 10 and get the remainder 0. So 5 is the HCF of 75 and 290. Now, what about this 575? Yes. Now we take this 5 and 575 together, because we got 5 as the highest common factor of 75 and 290. Now keep the bigger number inside, that is 575 inside and 5 outside. Now divide it. It divided wholly, it divided completely, and we get 0 in the first step. So 5 is the required HCF of 575, 75 and 290. Got it? Yes. So hope you will come to know about highest common factor. Still, if you find any issue, any problem, you can direct contact to me. Thank you. Have a nice day, dear students.